I can speak to two members of parliament. First, the member of parliament for Mentionoff, and of course, the member, the second minority chief with Ibrahim, to speak to me on these issues. Honorable Kwalisa Usamanka, happy, excited with the speaker's ruling?
Well, I think the speaker has come out with his ruling based on the procedural error as far as this incompetent motion is concerned. And notwithstanding, I'm considering of dragging the minority chiefship to court for presenting a deceptive list to Parliament.
Why not the Privileges Committee?
No, this is House of Records, and we can't allow such things just to go. He must be told in face that he lied to Parliament by misleading of presenting a list without the consent of those petitioners. And it boils down to criminality. And I'm considering dragging him to court.
For presenting
a deceptive
as
list
signatories to a petition.
Yes. I'm sure you've cited the petitioners. Yes. People's names are there without their consent. This is House of Records. You want to deceive Parliament. A whole member who is also in leadership. You are talking about corrupt acts by presenting a case which is founded on, baseless and unsubstantiated position.
Okay. Let me get a quick reaction for Ahmed Ibrahim, who is the first deputy whip on the minority side. Did you come to Parliament to deceive the House into agreeing to your request for a probe? Now we have been told that some people were not even informed that their names were on the petition list.
Thank you very much, my good brother. This is an erroneous impression that is being created elsewhere. Even me, I signed as number 4. When you go onto the list, my signature is there. I sign it. But when they were mentioning it, they mentioned, oh, Honorable Ahmed didn't sign. Meanwhile, I've signed it. So I went and took it, and I went and looked at it. My signature is there, viciously. Everybody can see it. So when most of the media men, they say, Honorable, they say you didn't say, it's an impression they are creating. Look, you cannot do a wrong, and when we are calling for investigation, then you use procedural technicalities and say that when we met in the morning.
The House is guided by rules and regulations. You cannot overstep them.
What were they saying? Let me tell you, if that had been the case, the motion couldn't have even come to the chamber. If you present a motion, it is admissibility of the motion is the prerogative of the speaker. Once the speaker has, let me come. Once the speaker has gone through and the speaker has competently analyzed the motion and seen that there's nothing wrong with the motion, it calls for a constitutional invocation and therefore has summoned the entire Parliament to come to Parliament. You cannot come to the chamber and say that the motion should be thrown out because of procedural flaws.
The speaker didn't do a competent job. Is that your analysis?
Between the speaker and the majority leader, who has the prerogative of admitting a motion? If I bring you a motion and you know that this motion does not worth it, you just have to throw it out. That is why the rules say that the only person, the only personality, and the only authority who has power to summon Parliament under that is the Speaker. And once you present the motion to the Speaker, he has 7 days to go through. That is why the Constitution has given the Speaker 7 solid days to go through the motion. When the Speaker has gone through the motion, though Ajawo, when he was a Speaker, he turned most of those motions down. When you bring it, you call you, this motion does not call for summoning Parliament. So you cannot say, oh, this is the first time we are certain that this, you have accepted it. Once you know that it's called for investigation, this morning we met the Speaker. He said, oh, he was going to refer the motion to the Trade and Industrial Committee to investigate. We all referred it to the Business Committee. We all sat on it. Everybody said, including the majority leader, that the motion must be sent to the Trade and Industry Committee. Then we came to the chamber. They even said we should limit the number of the hours, the times that members are going to comment on it. And that is why, if you check, when Honorable Mutaka was moving the motion, he spoke for only less than 5 minutes because it was a condition that was given. And that's why Okuja told the same thing. So it's like you've set the parameters, we've come, there's a change of mind. And that is why we are waiting to see. It is not only this. Before even we start, there was a session of the majority who were saying that, the House at a point will have to be suspended, then we go and come back. And I went and told the majority leader that this is what your people are saying. What do you say? and my boss, Mutaka, to me about the leader is saying, and you are talking about what you are seeing in the chamber, what has happened. So clearly, it's a predetermined thing because I believe in the competence of the speaker. I believe the speaker is a professor, he's a lawyer, he's a second deputy speaker. He's being empowered, he knows all the rules, and he knows that the motion called for serious investigation.
So are you going to challenge? Are you going to challenge the ruling, or are you going to come properly?
Our rules, you cannot challenge the ruling of a speaker unless you come with a substantive motion, and which must be moved after a certain number of days. So clearly, we cannot do that. He is the speaker. What minority is looking for is an investigation into whether there was a wrongdoing or not. So it's like we are not looking at...
The wrongs were pointed out to you on the floor of Parliament. What else do you want?
He said we should not go into the motives of this, the substance of the motion. So we can't say that the wrongs... The speaker himself said that 77 people have signed, even it's past the 41 that was required. Right. Clearly, the procedural action that they are talking of will come back, and the committee will go and investigate, and Ghanaians and the generalities of everywhere will see whether the minority has a case or not.
Your leaders are meeting. I'll allow you to go. In 30 minutes, we will meet on the floor of Parliament, and then we will see the way forward as far as this particular matter is concerned.
There are technicalities. They have another letter that they don't want the substance of the case to be investigated. Right. If they are not afraid, they should allow the investigation to go on.